Hey guys, it's Diana Stack with Wild Rose, and today we're going to be reviewing my new bundle of Spun colors from Premier Yarns. So stay tuned. Hey guys, it's Diana Stack, and welcome back to my channel, Wild Rose, the channel about crochet, yarn, reviews, fibers, and pretty much whatever else we feel like we're going to talk about today. But anyways, today I am going to be sharing with you a kind of small order I got from Premier Yarns, but I wanted to share these with you because these are really one of my favorite yarns from Premier. And this is their Spun Color series. Now the Spun Color series comes in cakes, and these cakes are all 200 gram cakes. They're about 419 yards, I believe. 419 yards. I've used them once before, and it was last year. I actually did a hat and glove set for a friend of mine for New Year's as a gift out here in Japan, and she loved it. She said it was very soft, very warm, but very light at the same time. And that's because these Spun colors are a blend. So they are 65% acrylic and 35% fine super merino wash. Super wash merino. Sorry. My coffee's over there and I haven't grabbed it yet. I probably should have had some because I didn't have I had like one little cup today, and I don't think it was I don't think it was enough. I really don't. So I'm a little skippy around today. But anyways, like I said, I have used these once before and I fell in love with it, and they went on sale. They were on sale actually, I think I forgot what they were on sale for, and it took me a while to get them, only because they're shipping from the United States to here in Japan. Shipping can take a little long. It can be a little unpredictable. So, but yeah, so these are the Spun colors, and I'm going to go through the colors that I have. Now, I typically buy 2 cakes or 2 hanks or multiple, balls of each. I never usually just buy 1 hank or 1 ball or 1 cake or skein of yarn. I always buy a multiple just for project use. So I did get 4 colors, and I'm going to go through the colors that I got here. And you can see, now I've seen reviews on Premier Yarns, and I've seen a lot of people buying these solid colors. And I haven't used their cotton yarns yet, but I have an order coming in of the cotton yarns. Let me just take my little rubber band there off. But I love the Premier Spun colors because they're super soft and they're so colorful. There's a lot of beautiful color in here. This one here is the Canyon. Show you that. So that is Canyon, and let me show you these colors here. So these are really pretty colors. If you hear noise in the background, it's probably my neighbors. They're doing some work outside. So I did get the Canyon. That Canyon is really pretty. It's really nice for like a lighter or a warmer, like autumn day. If you want a little scarf or shawl or little top, that's really nice. And then we've got this one. I'm going to do this one last. Ooh, this one is River Rocks. Now, I did make a swatch for you guys, and I used the River Rocks for it. So this is the River Rocks. And you'll see private, like smaller yarn shops selling these. And sometimes you might pay a little more for them if you go through an independent seller rather than directly through Premier themselves. And I'm going to go through how I buy my Premier yarns as well, which, I don't know, might be a little controversial, but I don't know why. I just kind of feel like, if I'm not going directly through the website. But this here is really pretty, and I haven't tried this color yet. This is Woodland. Now this, I would say, the colors that I got, arguably this could even be like springy or even those cooler summer nights, like a little shawl. So that Canyon color is really good for kind of like, I would say, any season you really want with that color scheme. And I'll tell you, I've been out west enough to know that, to tell you that that's what sunsets look like out there. They're beautiful, so colorful and just bright and gorgeous. But the Woodland here has a lot of deep, almost like a deep indigo and like nice oranges and reds, and I love those colors. And I'm going to show you this. This is that Woodland. You see that? And I don't think this light's really doing it justice. The light in here is very, very bright, but it's darker than what you're seeing. It's richer than what you're seeing here. And see if I can adjust this. The light here is a little wonky, so I do tend to try to, is that better? So that is the woodland. Again, these cakes are 200 grams each. They are 400, right about 419 yards. Now, the Premier yarns, these spun colors, the spun color yarns are a roving yarn. And they're very, let me see if I have one unrolled. I do, because I just used this. If I can find that tail that I had in here. Where did I stick the tail? What did I do with the tail? I lost the tail. Oh, here we go. I got one with the tail kind of out, maybe a little bit. So, I don't know if you can see. So I'm just going to stand up so you can see this. You see that? They're beautiful yarns to work with, but I will say though, if you have a very sharply pointed hook, be very careful because that can split that, okay? You can see this here kind of. There. That being said, I really wouldn't suggest this yarn for somebody who's just starting out. If you've never touched yarn, if you've never crocheted, and you're brand new, start with a simpler yarn. And I may be full of horse crap, but I mean, my experience is that this yarn, it can be a little tricky, it can be a little temperamental. It definitely likes my resin hooks, my plastic hooks, and metal hooks better than my wood hooks. I find that I have more issues with my wooden hooks than the other hooks. And in truth, I'm probably starting to slowly move away from my wood hooks. I'm not as enchanted with them as I once was. But yeah, these yarns, I mean, they're good. They're okay for beginners, but just expect that they're going to take a little more care. They do not frog well. Be careful when you are frogging a project. If you just go rip it right out, it's going to knot up on you, okay? It will knot up. And this has been in my experience every single time I've tried to do that. So what I do is I slowly pull each stitch out to frog this. And I find that if I'm careful and I'm slow with it, that works. But if you go to rip it out, it's gonna knot up on you. Then you're gonna be, throwing yarn across the room and swearing, and your neighbors will think you're having a breakdown. And they might be right, But anyways, but yeah, these are some of my favorite Premier yarns, and I wanted to share these with you. Now, how I buy these, I actually, 9 times out of 10, I'm going through the Premier Etsy store, not the website. And I find that if I don't have coupon codes for shipping or anything, if I'm just going on my own without any kind of, promotion or anything, I find that I can get better shipping deals through the Etsy store than I can their website. So just a weird little thing that I found that works for me. I don't really buy, I do buy yarn in bulk, but not huge bulks. If I'm buying ice yarns, then yes, I get a huge bulk in because you're going to pay for that shipping. But you're also going to get really good deals if you buy it in large amounts. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, no, these are absolutely gorgeous. And I did do a swatch, and I have a video. Now this is the River Rocks, and I did this in 2 stitches, so that's why I'm going to fold it in half, because it looks a little wonky if I don't. So this is kind of what it comes out if you're doing a single crochet. You see that? Kind of show you the textures and variations of the yarn. And this is the same yarn, but in a half double crochet. So yeah, but they crochet up really beautifully. There's just beautiful color in these here, and that's why. Oh, did I not show you? Oh, I didn't show you this color. This is Twilight, and this one is so pretty. And I forgot to use the disclaimer. I am not affiliated with Premier or sponsored by them. This is my own. Everything you see on these videos, unless I state otherwise, I am never affiliated with anybody or sponsored by anybody, unless I specifically say. So I just buy these on my own, really. But this is Twilight. This is, look at that color. Look at those colors. Aren't those pretty? And like I said, these yarns are super soft because of that blend. They're light, but they're warm. I mean, I don't know if they're going to be, 20 below zero warm, but they're definitely cozy. And those maybe cooler, if you make a hat out of this or a scarf on those cooler autumn nights and those cooler spring days or nights, this is going to keep you cozy. It's going to keep you really nice and warm. Like I said, I do love these. These are, oh, I just can't stop touching it, squeezing it. It's like my cat's butt. He's over there sleeping. You can't see him, but it's so squeezable. Right, buddy? No? You're not talking to me? Okay, he's cuddled up there. He's not talking to me. You'll probably see him eventually in one of the... Maybe not Poe. Poe might poke his head up. Poe and Buddy are just bonded cats. They love each other so much. And so when we went to adopt one, we saw how bonded they were, and we were like, we can't split them up. So we took two. We took them both. But anyways, yeah. So this is the Spun colors from Premier. And they're I think they're right about $10 a cake, which really isn't a bad price because you're getting a lot of yarn for that. You're getting a good amount of yarn. There you go. It's a medium 4. But yeah, no, this is definitely one of my favorites. So I do typically buy, like I said, I buy usually more than one cake at a time in colors. I buy like 2 cakes of one color and so on and so forth. So it's probably going to be likely that 1 or 2 of these will end up in one of my giveaways. And with that, once I reach 25 subscribers, I'm going to do my very first giveaway on this channel. So I just want to thank everybody who's joined to this point. You guys are amazing. Just the words you've been sharing with me in the comments have been just so uplifting and so encouraging. And you guys really just have proven that the crochet community is just, the yarn community in general is just full of awesome people. And I love every one of you for it. I'm reading your comments and you're making me smile, and I see a little notification that so-and-so subscribed, and I just get so happy and excited. And I'm excited because I'm going to get to share a lot of this stuff with you, physically share it with you through giveaways. I do give away a lot of my stuff anyways. I've always been like that. So why not give it to you and show you my appreciation? So yeah, that's 25 subscribers. So if you like what you're seeing here and you want to see more of it, like, subscribe, share if you can. That's awesome. But yeah, no, I appreciate everything. I appreciate the encouragement. I appreciate the love. All the things. You guys have been great so far. And I hope to see more of you. I hope to be able to share more of this in the future. But yeah, so go check out Premier. I'm going to put the links to their web store and their Etsy shop in the description box below. So check that out. Whenever I'm reviewing anything or talking about something, I'm going to put those links below so you can go and check it out as well. But until then, yeah, check these out. You're going to love them. Really, really, really pretty yarns. And if you're patient enough, they crochet up, and I'm sure they knit. I don't really knit, but I'm sure they knit beautifully. These are great. These are gorgeous. And I've got so much yarn here that I've got to go through and review, and I've got a whole series. I think I'm going to do like a 3-part series, a 2 or 3-part series of shopping for Japanese yarns and the yarns that I find here in Japan. So that's coming up probably end of next week. I'm going to be posting one of those videos. So I'm building up my Japanese yarn collection. So stay tuned for that. And until the next show, be happy, be kind, be generous, be cool, and as always, keep hooking.